But as you can see, I have lots of clowns, lots of actors, lots of drama. You know, it wouldn't be a school without it, you know. But I can say, in all of my years of teaching, this was the first year I didn't have anybody cry in the class. So that was a big feat in itself because they were only allowed to cry one time in class. So with all that we have, you know, it's like I tell these guys, they spend 15 hours a week with me. So we spend a total of 540 hours together in the school year, which is sometimes more than what they spend with you guys throughout the week and throughout the year. They've completed 3 courses. They've completed their Community Emergency Response Certificate training. They've also completed their Emergency Medical Responder, and then they're just now finishing up their EMT exam. So we've done a lot. We've done more than what most classes around. They've also completed 17 online classes, and they were just finishing those today in class. You know, nothing like we can tell the last minute. When, yes, those were assigned back in August, I do believe. So yeah. A lot of them went with me and my other co-teacher back there, that's Mr. Maluski. He also helps out in class, so when you heard, yes, Mr. and Mrs. Maluski are names in vain, yes, it is true, Mr. Maluski did make a showing and scared most of them. He was with us when we went to host a state leadership conference this year, where we now have 4 people going on to national conference, which is a good deal, so that'll be coming up soon. I'm going to let them do some talking and present our awards, because we have not only, everybody will receive a certificate of completion or a certificate of participation, but we also have some special awards that we will be giving out. Just to kind of give you guys, whenever they say this person's receiving this, we have the Kodak Award. So those of you that remember the Kodak cameras, yes, we have the Selfie Queens and Kings that will be receiving an award tonight.
Nancy's not here.
I know, Nancy's not here. Yeah, we'll have to see. The Peter Jennings Award, because they always have their finger on the pulse of the news. They know all the teenage gossip that's going on, everything that they could talk about. We also have the Dr. Phil Award. That is the one that can counsel the most or just flat out tell you how it's going to be. Barbara Walters, we have a few that get pretty personal with their questions. Even with me, they're just like, that's a little much here. We're going to hold on. Then we have the Dale Earnhardt Award, the first one to race out the door. We have the Rolex Award, which is also who's watching the clock the whole class time. And it's like, no, it has not moved. It has not moved. We also have the Vocabulary Master. Some that try to use the big words, but they just never, you know, it just doesn't work. The most humorous, they keep the class going, whether it's good humor or bad humor. Most excuse as to why they weren't at school or why they didn't have their homework. Most insightful answer, Florence Nightingale. Then we have the infamous Justin Bieber Award. They think that they can sing, but let me tell you, I'm no music teacher. They can't carry a tune to save their lives. A couple students tonight will also be recognized for National Technical Honor Society, their participations in HOSA. We also have 2 students that will be receiving 2 very special awards tonight, presented by the Governor's Council. Set standards on attendance, community service, how they interact with adults, what they are doing in their life, and 2 of our students qualified for this award, and they don't even know that they're getting it, and I'm not going to say who it is right now, but we will be presenting those tonight also. I also want to introduce 2 students. They are my second-year students. I'm just going to have them stand up, Mika and Anthony. These are our next Indiana State HOSA officers. Anthony is our state treasurer and Mika is our state secretary, which is a huge honor to have. And not too many teachers will have students out of their same class hold 2 officer positions. And just last year, our bylaws changed where we can only put 2 students per school in the running for an officer. So to get both of my students in there, and they both place, that is a huge, huge honor. So They are going to be doing a lot in Florida here pretty soon, so good luck and congratulations. Okay, so like I said, we have lots that we do throughout the year. I don't want the computer to fall too far asleep here. And I know that you guys, all your time is very precious. They call me the evil queen. Sometimes I'm Snow White, they love me. Sometimes I'm the evil queen and they hate me because I hold their feet to the fire and nose to the grindstone. We've had just about everybody, Doc, and sleepy and dopey and happy and sad and sneezy, and everybody's been every dwarf this year. So it gets crazy. So with further ado, I'm going to have Ms. Zari come up to read the names for the AM class and their special certificates that they will be receiving. And I'm sure she's going to add something to each one of these. So there you go, Mom.